Hey friends, Tuxx here. Time for a little viewer mail. I got this mystery box here, and I have a pretty good idea what's in it. We're going to open this together right now and check it out. And I want to talk a little bit about the contents. Hopefully it is what I'm thinking it's going to be, which is of the Matchbox variety, or actually Hot Wheels variety. But let me see here. Cutting into the box. If you guys ever do want to send something to Tuxx Toys or Tuxx Reviews, just reach out to me. tuxtoys@gmail.com. I can give you details. And let's see here. This is something where, oh yeah, this is exactly what I thought it was. Okay, so what this is this is one of my favorite things of all time when it comes to diecast cars, okay? And this is, of course, Hot Wheels ID. And if you're not familiar with what Hot Wheels ID is basically Hot Wheels idea to get into modern times with some really cool product that has special features that kind of bring it into the electronic age. Basically, what they wanted to do is they wanted to create a higher end car system, okay? Like, you know, like Hot Wheels Matchbox, little diecast cars. Ooh, wow, a Dark Knight Batmobile. That were digital. So what they actually had was a game. And you could actually, when you bought one of these, there's a RF chip inside of here, and it would actually make it like unique. Like this car would be my car, okay? And if I traded this diecast car to someone, it had a unique, you know, ID that would take it out of my collection and add it to someone else's, kind of like an NFT. But it was actually a physical product. And it also had another element, which is very cool, where there is actually a digital game that you could get on the Google Play Store. And I did look a little bit here, thinking I knew what this was. And on Google Play, unfortunately, if we look up Matchbox ID, let me see if I still have it pulled up here. I was looking at this before. Let's see here, Google Play, and it is, or Hot Wheels ID. Hot Wheels ID, it finds it, but you can see there is no more Hot Wheels ID, unfortunately, you know. And one thing that's really bad about this is that these cars, it was a great idea. Okay, so when you bought one of these, you know, at Walmart or Target or online or whatever, you know, it came in this great box, okay? What you can see is like a premium box. It looks good, scandium, one of a kind, okay? So the actual chip here was unique to this exact car. And hopefully these look like they're brand new. Yeah, they're sealed actually. Oh God, that's so cool. Thank you. Again, if you guys, the person didn't want to be identified, but if you want to send anything, just let me know. But very, very cool stuff. I would love to get more of these. And I have featured these on Tuxx Toys before. If you go back in my queue, you'll see. And I've even got them as Christmas gifts and stuff too. But they came in this great little box. You could see the car. It had some information about download the game, you know, scan it to your phone, and then it's in your collection. You can play the game against other people, and you can actually level up your cars, which is really amazing. You know, it's a shame that this didn't continue, okay? And part of it here, in fact, let me grab a little data on this. Let me see. Yeah, so on December 31st, 2023, the Hot Wheels ID system was discontinued, okay? So they stopped it, unfortunately. And that did include, I think it says it here, means the app is no longer available for new downloads and user new downloads. That's interesting. I did have it on this phone, and it didn't seem to work. So maybe I lost it somewhere along the way. And users who have downloaded the prior to disconnection no longer have access to their devices, okay? And that means like the game on the device. Because previously, before, you could log into the Hot Wheels ID app, and like it was like a My Garage. You could flip through, and it would show you all your cars, and you could trade them, and it was really, really cool, you know. But the physical trade had to be with the actual car, okay? There was a way you could kind of spoof this in store and scan a car, but then, of course, if someone bought the car, they could go ahead and like they'd have the car so they could physically kind of take over ownership of that metal car, you know. But let's look at these real quick, guys. It's such a cool program. I really feel bad they stopped it. The first one here is a 2016 Mercedes AMG GT. You guys know in real life I do love sports cars. And one thing cool about these is the different cars had different stats. Okay, so check out like this one here was a little faster for speed, a little less for laps, a little more for racing. So you could actually kind of like compare these. Like here, let's check out the Batmobile here. Like that one you could see was a little more for speed than the other ones. Like they're all just a little bit different in stats. the stats right there. Okay, so it was a situation where you could kind of pick the right car for the right track. Kind of like if you're doing like Gran Turismo or some kind of racing game, you know, certain cars may be better for different events, or maybe even require a certain type of car for an event. You know, we'll go ahead and open this up. In fact, part of me feels like I should just keep these nice and not even open them. It's kind of a historical document. But we'll open a couple of these here real quick, and we'll check them out and see what we have. And then they did try going cheaper. I think there is a certain amount of expense with these like fancy packages and, you know, RF chipped cars and stuff. They did try going cheaper, and they did make a different version of these right towards the end, where they were just in like bubble wrap or like a bubble, you know, like kind of like a more normal Matchbox car instead of having such fancy packaging and to save money. But I guess that wasn't enough to keep it going. You can see you can pull this on. You can actually keep this all plastic so you can put the car back in. In fact, most of mine actually are in the original boxes. Love the little racing stripe there. Very cool. The car itself is very nice. It's metal, you know. It kind of looks like a chaser car to a certain degree. It's like a higher quality Matchbox car, but very cool looking. Loving the look of that. Love the sporty stripe. Looks like a very cool car. And if you do like cars, I do feature my Corvette on the Tuxx Reviews channel quite a bit too. You know, I love real life sports cars as well. All right, let's go ahead and check out the next one here. We'll take a look here at this Dark Knight Batmobile. There's a user stats for you right there. Okay, there's a car. It looks a little more like gold or green or something. Like here it looks kind of like military green, and there it looks kind of more yellow, which is interesting. I wouldn't have expected that. They did make some cool ones of these towards the end too, like adding new cars. Like they added the Cybertruck, and they added, like, of course, there's like lots of like movie cars like Back to the Future and Jurassic Park Jeeps and all sorts of things like that that are branded, you know, from the movies, which is pretty cool too. Now this one here, I don't know if I'm sold about this pea green color. Let me know what you think about this. Definitely kind of more yellow, kind of like, I don't know, like puke green or something, pea green. I don't know, with orange on the inside. Very cool though. Love, Batman doesn't have one spoiler. It looks like he's got 4 spoilers or 6 maybe. Very cool. The back, this is a little cheap, this orange. I don't know why it's like that, but I guess just to go along with the whole orange motif, like there's orange tips on the spoilers, orange thing on the back, you know, orange around the wheels. Big fat wheels on the back there. You can see definitely a big difference, but very cool. I wish I had the app. I wish I could show you this car in the app racing. I'm sure this would be killer. So we'll put that to the side here. We'll just kind of throw the boxes. Of course, I'm going to keep all this. We also have the Justice League Batmobile. Wow, this person was like, I guess, a collector, and maybe they had a certain amount of Batman stuff. Let's see here. We'll pop this open. Do a little click. There you go. I don't know if you guys watched that Snyder Cut Justice League. It was pretty good. I'm not like a superhero guy. Oh, this is weird. The scale of this looks a little bit different, man. Oh, well, no, I guess it's about the same. Very cool. Loving the silver and black. Love the big torrent gun on the top there. Oh, and you can move that a little bit too. That's pretty cool. It's got some articulation there. Looks like a smaller car as a whole, though. Maybe a little faster because it's small, like it's lightweight, you know? And the cool thing, too, they had tracks that went along with this whole Matchbox Hot Wheels ID. Why do I keep saying Matchbox Hot Wheels ID? And unfortunately now, because some of it has online elements, now that is not available either. I did review one of the track pieces or track kits back in my queue, back when these came out originally, but very cool. Let's keep going through these here. We'll check them all out. Oh, we're going to have cars rolling all over the place here. Super Blitzen. Wow, okay. Uniquely identified. We'll check out the stats, and oh, that's one of the faster ones. Look at that. Laps, races, very cool. Got some gold trim there. HW Race Team 2.5. All right, let's go ahead and cut into here, and I'll check this one out directly. Man, I am so bummed I can't race these cars. Oh, that'd be so cool. And I have some cool ones for my collection too. I got some different, because I was right now C7 Corvette. I have some Corvettes and some Z cars and lots of cool stuff. Wow, look at the bright purple on that. That is really cool. Very cool, very bright, translucent purple. Looking good. We got the stripe on the top there, number 42. Big old like Z1 type spoiler. Looking awesome. Gold. That'd be a fun car to race, I bet, too. And again, those stats, very, very good stocks. I think that speed one looks really good. So Awesome. And we'll throw that to the side here. Got a couple more to go. We got a pick 'em up truck. All right, let's check out the stats on this thing. Well, the stats are pretty close to the same as the sports cars. I wouldn't expect this truck would be able to go that fast because of aerodynamics and everything else. Not a big pickup truck kind of guy, I'll be honest with you. If I'm going to buy anything, we got 2 C7 Corvettes and we got a Jeep, and but not real big into pickup trucks. Let's see, there you go. Looking good. I like, oh, look at that. It's got some like nitrix in the back there. Very cool. Little spoiler action. The bottom is clear plastic with the RF chip. Got like a little front spoiler. It looks pretty cool. Nice truck, man. You know, not bad, not bad. I wouldn't pick, if I was to get a pickup truck, I don't think I'd get purple. And I probably wouldn't get a pickup truck at all. But anyway, not bad. Looking good. Add that to the collection. This one's called Night Burners with a Z. Burners. Welcome to your virtual garage. Yeah, well, I guess not welcome anymore because they closed my virtual garage. No, 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 no. All right, we got one more to go, guys. Let's check it out here. This is Night Shifter. Oh, this seems to be rolling all over the place. Pickup truck doesn't like I was talking trash about it. Night Shifter, limited run collectible, okay? Do they all say that? Yeah, I think they all say limited run collectible. Okay, and open that up. Whoa, look at that crazy metallic teal. I didn't expect that from the picture. Look at that. The picture looks like kind of like Muku, like teal, but that is like super metallic-y bright teal. And it looks like the stats are good. Looks like that one has a little faster in the laps, and the speed's about the same. They all look pretty similar in the speed. Some are just a little faster. Race is a little bit faster. This might be one of the better ones to race, actually. Let's go ahead and cut this bad boy open and check it out closer up. There we go. There we are. All right, pop this one open. Man, I love these cars so much. I have a lot of cars, and I don't always review them, too. If you guys want to see more Matchbox or Hot Wheels product reviews on this channel, let me know, because we do buy them. I give them as gifts. I don't always, like, show them off in collections on the channel, but maybe I should get better about that again. Look at the top here, very cool. Lots of chrome accents, looking very cool. Loving that metallic paint job. That looks so hot. Got flames on the side here. The bottom has a cool translucent blue color. Big tires, looking good, looking fierce. Definitely kind of a hot rod, kind of muscle car look to it. Same kind of spoiler as that pickup truck, kind of a weird scoop back spoiler, but looking good. What one's your favorite? If I had to pick one, okay, just looking at them real quick, we got a couple Batmobiles, we got a couple sports cars. We got this one, boy, it's tough. I'd say not this. Cool for a truck, but no, not me. It'd probably be between these two. And I'd probably have to go, boy, I don't know. This one's probably faster. I don't know. I've always liked like teal more than purple, so I'm gonna go with this one being my favorite. Night Burners, Burners with a Z, Night Shifter. So anyway, guys, that is a little brief overview of the history of Matchbox. Matchbox. Why do I keep saying that? Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels. I'm gonna slap my head every time I say that Matchbox part of it. Hot Wheels ID. And just great little cars. Love this program. Like, I wish they had continued to this. I'd like to know more information. I'm going to research a little bit here and try and find out more. I guess the biggest thing was just the cost of it was part of the problem, you know, and the services were more costly to maintain. The physical cars cost more to actually make, you know. The digital play aspects were fun for people, but yeah, I guess maybe they didn't have the added bang for the buck. They thought maybe people would buy more cars, or maybe they could do some kind of in-game advertising. I never noticed any advertising myself, but maybe they thought they could get to that point of like making money from advertising in-game, because it was a free game. There was no cost for the app, no cost for the game, so that was like a lot of fun. And there's a lot of collectability of these too. In fact, you can definitely find these for sale on some websites. I don't think they're in stores anymore. You can probably find them on the used market too, but very cool stuff, guys. Just a lot of fun. Loving these cars. If you guys are into Hot Wheels, let me know. Matchbox cars, all that good stuff. I have a lot, and there's definitely some big openings in my channel if you go back in the Q2, okay? All right, friends, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll try and put a link for something along these lines on Amazon if I can find it. And just, I appreciate you guys watching, okay? What's your favorite? We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.